Buena gente, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos al canal y vamos a continuar nuestra aventurilla aquí en Greedfall. Bueno, y vamos a hacernos una incursión en las edificaciones, en las instalaciones de la cofradía de los navegantes, puede ser, bueno, cofradía de la hermandad de los navegantes. Y esto puede llevar a una confrontación directa con esta facción en todos los territorios a los que vayamos. Y tratándose de navegantes, pues me imagino que estarán en todos lados. Así que creo que lo prudente sería ir con cautela, paso a paso, poquito a poquito, con sigilo y tal. Bueno, por otro lado tenemos lo que... A ver, ¿cómo se llamaba esta gente? Contratos, misiones... Tenemos, por otro lado, lo que es la alianza del puente. Y luego la embajada de Teleme. La embajada de Teleme, si no me equivoco, era aquel fulano, el fanático aquel, que nos estaba enviando a capturar a unos herejes que están aquí, de hecho, en las instalaciones de los navegantes, que están huyendo, por supuesto, de aquí, de la embajada de Teleme. Entonces, digamos, es una especie de tío como muy fanático, y los argumentos que utiliza para enviarnos a esta captura, a esta misión, pues son más que sospechosos, ¿no? Dejan mucho muchos espacios sin respuesta, es decir, todo parece muy sospechoso, y más si cabe cuando vamos al muelle y le preguntamos a una serie de personas y resulta que realmente los están persiguiendo, parece ser por otro motivo, ¿no? Que no tiene nada que ver con el religioso. Pero bueno, ya lo veremos ahora. Después, por otro lado, está el embajador de la Alianza del Puente, que bueno, estaba persiguiendo a aquel alquimista que supuestamente era muy perverso, malévolo y todo el rollo, y resulta que el tipo estaba obrando en beneficio de toda la gente para curarla, tal. Está claro que los medios no justifican ¿no? el asunto, pero le fallan las formas, ¿no? Le fallaron las formas. Pero bueno, era por una buena causa, y en estos tiempos en los que todo el mundo está petando, pues igual se puede entender hasta cierto punto la desesperación del alquimista por llegar a una cura, ¿no? Y bueno, vamos a intentar conseguir que esta gente... hacernos con esta gente. Vamos a guardar aquí la partida. Venga, guardamos. No, espérate, a ver cómo era esto. No, era así. Aunque yo no soy pícaro, soy guerrero. Pero no sé a qué nos llevará esto. Cantina del puerto. Hostia, quita, que me están viendo, hijo de puta. ¿Nos persigue? No. Vale, Sandro no nos ve o qué.
You cannot pass.
No puedes
Only the
pasar.
Nauts have access to the prison.
Solo los nautas pueden entrar en la prisión. Vale. Me da la impresión que tenemos que entrar aquí de una forma un poquito... bueno, poco ortodoxa, ¿no? Igual escalando por algún sitio. O simplemente vistiéndonos de otra forma. por aquí esto es un buen sitio para escalar esto. Escalar, aquí está. Eso es. Vale.
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but...
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no naught. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They are trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right?
Y ver al contrabandista. Voy a ver a los herejes en su escondite. ¿Lo libero el tío o qué? ¿Qué gano yo liberando a este cabrón? Aparte de mantener mi palabra. Forzar cerradura.
Locked.
Cerrado. Usar llave. No tengo la llave, tío. Bueno, primero tenemos que enterarnos de... Ya, tío, es que, a ver, yo no puedo decirle a esta gente que hablar con Kurt, que se espere aquí.
Do you need something?
I must leave you.
Es que es muy chocante, tres tíos ahí agachados en... Y aparte, lo del sigilo no... Me da a mí la impresión que no es aquí. De hecho, vamos a ver el mapa. Capitán Vasco y el Capitán Dan, encontrar la forma de mover Dan. Investiga la desaparición del novatonauta. Investiga la desaparición del novatonauta aquí. Ah, estos son los amigos y tal, vale. Ve a los herejes, escondite. Vale, efectivamente está por aquí.
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
Intuición.
Did you hear the bell?
The bell? Of the port authorities?
Of course. We are not in Leme, you know. You better get going. The harbour master is ringing it. All the Nauts must rendezvous at the port authority immediately. Must be something serious.
Damn, I didn't hear either. We're done for. Come on, we need to move fast.
Be off with you. I'll watch over the warehouse in your absence.
¿En serio, tío? ¿En serio que fue así de easy? Espino. Bueno, más vale que no demos prisa por si acaso. Pero antes de eso... ¡Ah! Tricornio, maravilloso. A ver. Venga, todo para la saqueira. Venga, sigamos. A ver... What the fuck? Vale, me da a mí que esta era otra forma de acceder al rollo. En plan pícaro. Vale, pues vale, son estas dos.
Damnation, we've been found. I told you that the smuggler was not worthy of our trust.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison. But reveal to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Ptolemy so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Vamos a entrar más de este asunto.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it will provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Ptolemy after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teer Fradee, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teer Fradee is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Este tema de mezclar la Inquisición española en este juego, ¿no? O sea, que no sé, ni con calzador, vamos, no sé. Y encima el fulano aquel de la embajada de Ptolemy tenía también pinta de inquisidor, ¿no?
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
Dejar que se marchen, proponerles hablar con el embajador de la Alianza del Puente.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Vale. Entonces al contrabandista, la verdad que no nos das un sucio, lo dejamos ahí dentro. Aquí hay guardias aquí debajo. Sí, nada. Ah, maravilloso. A ver qué más hay por aquí. Pino. Nothing more. Bueno, no creo que estén aquí, ¿no? Esta gente se fue ya, así que... Vale, la cárcel está ahí. Y encima, para liberar al contrabandista, me tendría que pelear, yo creo que con uno de estos. Y va a ser que no. Vale, ¿esto aquí qué era? Prisión nauta. Vale. Vale, vámonos de aquí entonces. Pero aquí no entiendo qué hay que hacer. Capitanía del puerto, liberar al contrabandista. Ah, contrabandista, vale, capitán. Capitanía del puerto, entonces hay que entrar por aquí. Aquí no hay nadie. Creo que hay uno patrullando aquí dentro, ¿no? Sí. ¡Hostia! Qué falso el rollo, ¿no? Vale, creo que la llave está allí. La llave está cerrado el arcón ese. Claro que esto es para un pícaro. Este rollo es para un pícaro. Y yo soy guerrero, no tengo ningún talento así especial de sigilo ni nada. Bueno, vamos entonces a... Capitán, investigar la desaparición del autonauta. Venga, vamos a la posada entonces. A ver qué info obtenemos de sus compañeros. Y una vez hecho eso, pues vamos a intentar darle carpetazo a ese asunto. Y las cosas se respamean cuando empieza la partida de nuevo. Sí, aquí hay un mensaje. A la familia del rico que nos ha provocado, lo hemos capturado y lo mataremos si no nos pagáis de forma generosa. Venid como una saca y llena en el callejón al sur del distrito de los almacenes antiguos. Vale, esto es básicamente el rescate del tontico este de nuestro familiar. Lo primo. Vale, a ver, la zona de información es para aquí abajo. Los muelles. Vale, aquí. Concretamente aquí. Entramos a la habitación por la cara. Dice, tengo dos clientes nuevos. Quieren ir al Assad y los inquisidores les pisan los talones, lo que no les va a facilitar el trabajo. Creo que puedo meterlos en un barco sin llamar la atención, pero tendremos que andarnos con cuidado. Y espero que demuestren ser pacientes y discretos. Haré que se escondan en un almacén detrás de la capitanía, donde los inquisidores nunca se atreverían a entrar. A ver, está claro que ese contrabandista es una chusma. Acaban de marinero, pillamos esto. A ver tú, ¿quién eres? Con Flavia, vale.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who was gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Sobre el grumete, pregunté sobre el capitán Vasco. A ver qué sabemos del capitán primero.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
Vale, sobre el grumete. La
When
última
did
que lo
you
vio.
last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas
Vale,
do in his
hábito.
free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does
Vale.
he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Sospechoso.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink.
Cerca del canal.
It blurs the senses.
Curioso.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Vale, vamos a hablar con el otro. A ver dónde está el caranchoa ese. A ver, caranchoa. Baja de la alianza. Aparición del novatonauta, vale. Ven hacia abajo. Ese es el Lauro.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Vale, vamos directamente al grumete, preguntarle qué sabe.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left, you get me?
Vale.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Thank you, Lauro. I need to be going.
Vale, vamos a...
Strange story this is.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Sí, sospechoso. Más que sospechoso. Vamos a la taberna entonces. A indagar un poquito más. Que me da a mí que aquí se avecinan los palos, Se avecinan los palos, hay una curtida de lomo en el horizonte y no va a ser la nuestra precisamente. A ver, sale el feo este.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I am looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
I am looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who has been...
A Naut, you say?
According to...
A kidnap. I would have known. Anything else?
Vale. Negocio, la manager, Teer Fradee. Nada, esto ya...
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Vale, por aquí, vale, este tío ahí.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
¿Qué ocurrió aquella noche? Vale, el hombre
Who was the
rico.
rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Pues que tal vez supiera algún sucio secretito del mercado rico. Of course. Así que, sabiendo eso, vamos a... pasar a la familia Fontaine. Vale, ahí está. Pero venga, vamos hacia allí. Ahí. Vale, vamos a ver, justo aquí, directo. Directos al medio del asunto. Algo que lootear por aquí. Nada. Grabamos, entramos. Saco. Como si fuera nuestra casa.
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Vale.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
What the fuck?
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
Sospechoso, ¿eh? ¿Por qué se llevaron los nautas a su hijo? ¿Cómo encontraron a su hijo?
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact... It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
The fuck, dude?
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiries yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
With respect, my lady.
Muy bien. Volvemos otra vez al punto de partida, entonces. Bueno, al punto de partida. Tenemos que ir a los muelles a enterarnos bien de qué pasó. Me da a mí que los nautas van a ser curtidos. No sé por qué me da la impresión. Bueno, vamos ya de paso a hablar con el de la embajada de la Alianza del Puente para ver si nos hace el favor de acoger a estos hombres, ¿no? A la parejilla de historiadores. Ya que estamos aquí al lado, vamos a ver.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
Menos mal que no nos dio por acabar enemistado a este tío.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Matthias, the founder of the mythical Ptolemy, and it seems that this is not to the liking of the illuminated. Or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
We are willing. Where are they to be found at this time?
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
Maravilloso. Vale, informa a los historiadores. A ver, Alianza del Puente, su relación con la congregación, Teer Fradee. Nos
I need
marchamos.
to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Eso es bueno.
Lady de Fradee.
We owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
It was nothing. I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting to your new country.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that we possess.
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Vale, vamos a hablar con este. Con este no podemos hablar, ¿no? De momento, ¿no? Está... Vale, con este sí. Con el compi podemos hablar. Vamos a ver.
Greenblood, do you need something?
Que nos cuente algo.
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
Hostia, directamente. Hostia. Decirle, vale.
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And these memories I hold dear. You've always been extraordinary, Greenblood, but I had to watch over you. You were my responsibility. That didn't leave us much time for friendship.
What about now?
Now, I hope that we'll have more time. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Vale, o sea que nos podemos liar con este tío. Bueno, a ver qué nos queda entonces. Embajador, informar al embajador. Ah, sí, venga, vamos a decirle que se fueron ya. Para quedar de puta madre con ellos. Y por si acaso, en caso de que nos necesitamos un favor, pues ya tenemos la puerta abierta.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Fradee, to what do I owe the pleasure?
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
Contarle la verdad, sí, suerte.
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them. It is truly regrettable. We have nothing else to do but pray that the Luminous might shield us from their lies.
Vale, ganamos 1+1 de reputación. Nivel 3, maravilloso.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you.
Que te guíe a ti, vieja lobo, no a mí. A mí ya me guía mi acero. Y mi intuición. Vale. Tenemos punticos aquí. Vale, ya teníamos un puntico en armas blancas de una mano, otro en armas pesadas, otro en armas de fuego. No tenemos tal, anillo de magia, casi. Y yo lo que quería llegar era... Vale, rodar. Interesante talento. Armas blancas de 2 manos. Un riflazo. Armas ungidas. Permite la aplicación de mezclas alquímicas en las armas, lo que añade efectos a los golpes posteriores. Oiga. Interesante. ¿Esto qué es? Ira. Vale. Armas pesadas de 2 manos. Vale, mandobles, martillacos y de todo. Curación mágica. Interesante, Interesante talento, Armas pesadas de una mano. También está interesante pero me motiva más de momento lo de rodar, Bastante más, Esto. 0, que aumenta el daño con armas blancas de una mano a enemigos sin armadura. Vale. A ver, ¿qué más? Vale, de sombrerito tenemos... Equipado tenemos este, nada, no nos interesa. Vamos a ver de... ¿Qué más pillamos por aquí? De pecho también vimos uno por aquí. Nada, mejor el que llevo. ¿Qué más? Guantes. Mejor el que llevo. Martillaco. Nada, aquí no hay novedades en el frente. Y cartera que tenemos. Ah, bueno, aquí tenemos de todo. Hemos estado looteando a saco. Bueno, grabamos y ponemos rumbo a... ¿Esto qué es? Señor de Cuya. Pues nada, ya hemos terminado todo. Con lo cual, rumbo a Teer Fradee. Venga, vámonos. Quería curtirle antes de irme el lomo a alguno, pero... Ese que pasó por allá era el jugador, ¿no? El de las apuestas y tal. Ey, por aquí no he ido, ¿no? Mi olfato me dice que por aquí hay algo que pillar. Vale, este tío.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... Ta-da! My fair cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsilion. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
What will be your official title on Teer Fradee? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
Vale.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Vale, ya hablamos con este fulano. Nos falta hablar con más gente, ¿no? No me equivoco. Capitán Vasco. Nauta. Mesa de trabajo, mercader. No veo... A ver. No veo nada aquí en el horizonte que... No, solamente tenía que hablar con este tío. Y diré al capitán esta lista de aprender más sobre los contratos de los nautas. Encuentra la forma de mover la carga hasta Teer Fradee. Ah, tío, es verdad. Tenía que hacer varias cosas. Vale.
Madam,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
La mercancía, pedir permiso para abordar, preguntar sobre, indagar sobre la señorita de
I
Fontaine.
spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home, and we are his only family.
Interesante. Vale, pues entonces vamos a marcharnos. Vamos a resolver primero.
Anyone who's not a Nort?
Oh, how I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here.
Yes? Well, how can your old professor be of service to you?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child, due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news to Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Vale. Lo que no me gusta de este juego, por el momento, es que es muy lineal, ¿no? En el sentido de, ¿no? Que te dice todo el rato, pues vete a hablar con este, vete a hablar con el otro, vete a esto, a lo otro, tío. Vamos a ver. También tiene iniciativa, ¿sabes? Que los juegos de rol van de eso, ¿no? Oye, si hablamos con tal gente, con tal tío, igual nos dirá algo. Pero aquí son demasiadas pistas, ¿no? Demasiado... Hostia. Me gustaría que preparara varias comidas y las llevara a los almacenes que tenemos en el canal. Mi marido tendrá que trabajar unos días allí con su ayudante y sus hombres, así que asegúrese de que hay suficiente comida para todos. Y sea discreta, no queremos que otras familias se enteren de lo que está pasando.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiries yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave.
With respect, my lady.
Vale, pensaba que podía hablar con ella, pero nada, siguen sus tres, así que directamente nos piramos. Está al tanto de todo, como así certifica, da fe de ello el documento. Con lo cual, nos vamos a ir a la otra propiedad, almacenes de la familia. Aquí hay almacenes de la familia. ¿Hay dos almacenes o son dos accesos al mismo sitio? Me imagino que son dos accesos al mismo sitio, ¿no? Espérate, a ver, déjame fijarme. Bueno, parece en el mapa, con esta vista cenital, pues parece más... Parecen más dos sitios, ¿no? Pero bueno. No sé si habrá palos aquí. Me temo que sí. Así que vamos a ir afilando el acero ya. Al seno de los príncipes. Esa. Y ese basurilla. Vale.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Pasar desapercibido, sí. Vamos a ver si podemos. Vale, parece que aquí no hay nadie. Con lo cual vamos a bajar aquí, a ver qué nos encontramos.
Lady de Sade, what are you doing here?
I have come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine?
Carisma, intentar razonar con él. 75% de éxito. Hablarle de lo que nos ha enseñado Lord de Corsillón. Amenazarlo. Venga, vamos al carisma, que para algo no nos pusimos.
You've taken your son against his will and have locked him up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
If I hadn't taken him back, he would have been hauled off on one of the cursed ships.
If that's what he wants, then why would you want to stop him?
For his mother. She misses him so. But in the end, you may be right. My boy has changed. He hasn't spoken a word to me since we've been in this precarious predicament. Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Vale. Bueno. Algo que lootear por aquí. Podría haber terminado muy mal esto, ¿eh? Así que gracias al carisma hemos salido ilesos de aquí. Vale, pues aquí hay una pared, destruir. Cositas que lootear aquí. La cerradura, no tenemos nada. Joder, tío, estoy ya echando de menos tener un pícaro en el grupo o algo para... Ya son demasiadas cosas. Mira que en todos los juegos de rol me hago pícaro, y en este tenía mis reservas. Y al final, mira, lo de siempre, me estoy arrepintiendo, ¿eh? A ver, ¿tengo que lootear aquí? No.
Who are you?
My name is de Sade. I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes, even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seemed so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to your ship. I will see you there.
Vale, informa al capitán. Vale, perfecto. Ahora que una vez hemos resuelto el tema este del grumete, ahora sí que estamos en disposición de pedir el favor de que nos lleve la merca, ¿no? Esta de la guardia de la ciudad. Vale, bien. Entonces, a ver, tendríamos que... A ver si nos queda alguna cosa por aquí, por resolver. Informa al capitán. Vale, una vez informemos de la situación del grumete, pues le pedimos lo de la merca. Resolvemos lo de la merca y nos piramos a Teer Fradee. Y entonces allí ya empezamos a repartir palos. Pero como preámbulo está muy bien, ¿eh? Está muy bien porque la verdad es que te enseña cómo son los test y manejes, ¿no? De la resolución de los casos, de cómo se habla con la gente, cómo se combate, lo típico. A modo tutorial está muy bien el principio. Y la verdad es que está todo muy bien traducido, las animaciones genial, el trasfondo está de puta madre, la ambientación, me quito el sombrero. Mirar el detalle de ese barco, por favor, madre mía, tío, de ese galeón. Por un puto amor de Dios, tío. Que se ha puesto mucho cariño a este juego, muchísimo. Y no tiene un presupuesto de la talla de los de Bioware, a la hora de desarrollar su juego. Así que eso hay que tenerlo en cuenta. Aún así está a la altura de un juego de Bioware.
Madam,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Reputación más 3 con los nautas. Maravilloso. He ganado, creo que un +1 con Alianza del Puente y Embajada de Teleme. Y ahora con estos +3. O sea que telita, Pero yo con la merca, pedir permiso para abordar. A ver, preguntas sobre los nautas, Teer Fradee, el puerto de ser. Esto ya lo hablamos con él. Sobre la merca, venga.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
Listen here, I haven't forgotten what you did for our Jonas. I would gladly do you the favor, but my quartermaster is more stubborn than the tide. He is convinced that thugs want to use our vessel to bring who knows what aboard. And, because of that, he's placed guards to watch over the registered merchandise before they're loaded up. All that I can do for you is to write your crates into the ship's manifest. If you manage to get them into the warehouse, they'll find their way into the ship's hold. And with the manifest, the crazy Gustavo won't see nothing but smoke. Please try and avoid roughing up those brave guards. They are my fellow Norts, after all.
Vale.
Be back soon, Captain.
Pues ya sabía yo que no iba a ser tan fácil este tema.